As Kane stepped into the alleyway, the ground gave way beneath all three men. Ivan seemed overly used to the feeling. He crossed his legs as he fell, leaning back to do somersaults with ease. Meanwhile, Kane clung onto Noah tightly, his face darkening, and he shut his eyes tight. He was never good with heights, was he? Ugh. Noah hit the ground with a loud thud. As he sat up and opened his eyes, he finally noticed that the room was pitch black. Kane? Ivan? Silence followed his questions. Guys, is anyone there? Noah's eyes darted around the darkness, straining desperately to see something. Anything. In the distance, he could hear the sounds of rustling, of footsteps on wood, of a nearly silent chuckle. He clenched his fists, then unclenched them. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone anymore. Crow. It was the gentle touch of the wind on his cheek, a soft caress against his hand, a breeze that blew away any anxiety that darkness had begun to give in. That's how he knew he was there. I'm here. Don't worry anymore, because I'm here. Still seated on what could be only the ground, Noah reached up and grasped for the blonde-haired man. In the end, he caught hold of his sleeve and held fast. But only a moment later, Crow pulled away. A sense of disappointment sat within Noah, but that was quickly washed away as Crow took his hand instead. What? Where have you found yourself now? You always end up in strange places, don't you? I don't. I don't know where. In an instant, Crow had pulled Noah to his feet. With their hands still interlocked, Noah finally began to feel at ease. But oppositely, Crow's voice had begun to be stained with worry. I'm glad you're okay, but we have to go, come on. Crow broke into a run, guided through the darkness only by the small space the two connected. Noah followed after him. What's wrong? Why do we have to leave? There's something wrong with the stream. It's distorted and not safe. Wait. 2 others came with me. Others? Kane and Ivan. Kane. His voice held recognition. Crow searched through the darkness as if his eyes could see much better than Noah's ever could. Where are they? I don't understand how you were split up. Why did you 3 all come here? This person. I thought they might be targeted next, so they wanted to come help. Realization hit Noah like a truck. If it's dangerous here, you shouldn't have come. I don't want to put you in danger. No, that was never an option. Why? You called for me, and I will always be there when you call for me. No matter what. Through time or space, I will always be here for you as long as you need me. Noah swallowed hard. Those words pierced through him. Or what? A spotlight suddenly flooded the darkness, lighting up the room and the large stage. Kane! Ivan! In the middle of it, both looking equally lost and confused as Noah felt, was Ivan and Kane. Is this thing on? A voice boomed from all around them. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the world premiere of... A third man appeared on stage with all the theatrics of a man who had spent a lifetime in theater. Well, I haven't worked out a name for it yet, but who cares? Noah's grip on Crow's hands tightened as the rest of his body froze up. Luca! His voice was filled with recognition. Noah couldn't ignore, and his eyes started towards him. All Crow did was smile back towards him. His smile seemed awfully lonely. Yoo-hoo, Noah, I'm talking to you, you know. Hey, asshole, let us go. If it isn't my favorite cousin, how have you been? I don't know who you are. Ivan's eyes traveled away from the short man, but there was a twitch to his brow. They're related? Or is Luca just messing with me again? I can never tell when he is lying or being truthful. Anyway, I digress. I have a fun show planned for our audiences tonight, a real-life murder mystery. You don't come by those often, do you? What the... That's right, folks. One person here will be dead by the end of the show. Woo! I wonder who it will be. Luca smiled and waved out of the invisible audience before his eyes locked onto Crow's. Huh? Haven't we met somewhere before? Oh, you're August, aren't you? Silly me. Crow frowned, but offered up no words of denial. You died, didn't you? That's too bad. Hey, that doesn't mean someone gets out of dying. That would be too easy. Below his breath, in a voice that wasn't meant to be heard by anyone, Noah listened to his words. I'm here now, and I'm me. Isn't that enough? His voice trailed off at the end, as if he couldn't even answer his own question. Luca laughed from the stage, not at all worried about whether Crow was muttering about to himself. Dead or not, the show must go on. Ivan, Kane, get away from him. I mean, I'd love to, but seems we're stuck here, my legs won't move. Nothing to worry about. Kane and my dear Ivan will just be my puppets for a little while. We're not here to play another one of your stupid little games. We're here to help you for reasons I have no fucking clue about, you crazy asshole. Help? Me? From you? Oh Noah, you gave me all that help in the world already. How would I live with myself if you gave me any more? You seem to manage perfectly fine back in high school. Luca laughed again, amused. I would love to stand around and chat, but I have a show to organize. Be back soon. In a puff of smoke, Luca was gone. Kane and Ivan spluttered and coughed, but still stood in place, whether they wanted to or not. Are you okay? That was difficult. I have to be. What do we do? How can we give him the charm and leave if there's nothing he wants? He does have something he wants from us, to watch the show. Oh, do we really have to? He said someone will die. Ivan and Kane, you, I can't lose you. Crow withdrew his hand from Noah's. The sudden absence of warmth was something Noah keenly noticed. Crow walked over to the big double doors that led out of the theater, but found them locked and unopenable, no matter how hard he shook them. Yes, it seems we really have to participate, but I won't let anyone die. Noah, nothing will happen to you while I'm around. That I promise you. Ivan and Kane's voice rose from the stage. I'm not really one for theater. Do I have to be involved in this? Not like I want to be up here either. You got a plan to get us off the stage? Nope. I thought you were a smart guy. Why don't you use that brain of yours for something? Well, we'll work on looking for a way out of here. You two, practice your acting, I guess. Well, the other two went back to their bickering as Noah turned back to Crow. There must be something we're missing. I wish there was. But there's something strange, so maybe strange. It feels like this dream isn't hosted by a single person. There's two people it seems to be originating from. Two? But how? How is the real question. Perhaps if we could find a second person, we could end the stream before anything bad happens. I won't let anything happen to you, and I will try my best to protect your friends, but anything can happen in a dream. I thought I am an advocate of them. I must also stress the danger in the situation. Where can we find this person? Your guess is as good as mine. It feels like there is some kind of barrier all around the stream, protecting something or keeping something in. Back down on the stage, Kane and Ivan were glaring daggers at each other. If the legs weren't stuck in place, Noah thought they might really get into a fight. Maybe we should go check on those two first. It'll give you a chance to meet Ivan too. And look at those markings on his arms. Maybe he'll be able to make something of them. I'm sure any friend of yours is wonderful. Friend is a bit of a stretch when it comes to him, honestly. Noah and Crow made their way down to the aisle, past rows and rows of empty seats. A large theater like this being so empty felt strange, as if the crowd had simply disappeared mid-show, never to reappear. It was an impressive thing. Noah could imagine the types of fantastic shows that would be acted out on a stage like that. Instead, they were stuck with a teenage dream version of the boy who blackmailed him in high school. Great. I don't owe an explanation to you. You're just a petty thief. A thief, yeah, sure. Petty? No. Now, there's no need to fight. We should all concentrate on getting out of the situation together. That's what friends would do, right? There's only one person here I'd call a friend. Kane frowned, eyes moving away from Crow. He pulled at his legs, trying to get them to move, but he was completely stuck in place. Ivan, on the other hand, was standing with his arms crossed, trying to look unbothered. It was only when he got a close look at Crow that the expression on his face faltered. Sunshine. Noah followed his line of sight, and he was staring at Crow. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm possibly not who you're looking for. But you... Ivan frowned. Does he know Crow from somewhere? How? You don't recognize me? Crow let out the smallest sigh ever, but a smile then returned to his face. I'm sorry. My bad. Trick of the light, I guess. He turned away, arms still crossed. So this is the guy all the fuss was about. Interesting. What fuss? There wasn't any fuss. Ivan raised an eyebrow. Sure, if breaking into a government building to find out more about someone isn't a fuss. Hey. Oh, so that's why you did that? Can we just not talk about that for now, please? Have you two met? Nope, I guess he's just one of those faces. People do seem to think that about me. Well, Crow, this is Ivan, and vice versa. It's nice to meet you, Ivan. Thank you for being friends with Noah. Yeah, sure, the best of friends. Crow is an interesting name. Is it? Certainly not a normal name. Not really a name at all, actually. I suppose it's not. Crow smiled charmingly, the same way he always would when he didn't want to talk about something. Ivan stared him down, his face impassive as usual. Like you can talk about something being normal. Look in a mirror. Why do you keep talking about how I look? Are you that obsessed with me? Obsessed? With you? God, I'd rather die. Be my guest, I'd certainly make my life easier. More importantly, do you know Luca? He recognized you. And you two are related? I don't know what you're talking about. Never seen that guy before. He shrugged. Right. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. Luca is a jackass, and so are you. Right? Because every jackass in the world is related after all. Very clever of you. God, can you two stop fighting for just 2 seconds? Sorry. Why does he look like that anyway? Like what? He's just a kid, he hasn't changed at all. Well, people dream about themselves in all kinds of ways. As they look now, or how they looked when they were younger. Perhaps this is what he considers his peak. You sure know a lot about dreams. A thing or two. Enough to believe that there's a second person hidden here somewhere. A second person. A second dreamer, to be more precise. That's not possible. Crow nodded. I would usually agree with you, but from the side of the stage, a girl with pink hair took a few steps out onto the stage, her footsteps quiet, yet loud in the empty room. Huh? I believe we found our second dreamer. Rosamie! Wait, Rosamie? All of their eyes turned to the girl. She was young, no older than 17. Noah's eyes instantly widened in recognition. But Rosamie disappeared 6 years ago, the same time you did. That's right, she told me she was going to run away. No one found her. No, she disappeared and no one heard from her ever again. You were easy enough to find, but she wasn't. Some people thought you ran away together. What? I guess not then. Of course not, I mean, we were barely friends. Rosamie paused, still on the other side of the stage to the man. She looked between the group in shock, her legs locking her in place as if she was stuck the same way as Ivan and Kane. I'll go talk to her. Noah? Somehow, yeah. You've changed. I barely recognize you. And you haven't at all. You recognize me too? Of course, you're Rosamie, right? Tears welled up in her eyes, but she wiped them away with the end of her sleeves and frowned. You're real. Last time I checked. But why do you look so much older? That's what happened when you go 6 years without seeing someone. I'm more interested in why you would be surprised by that. And if that has something to do with why you haven't changed at all. Excuse me, what did you just say? 6 years? Kane said you disappeared. You ran away, didn't you? Not 6 years ago, that was just the other day. What are you doing here? I was just helping my brother, not that I wanted to, I didn't have a choice. More than that, I was just happy to see someone who recognized me. And before now? Drifting from place to place, I thought I was dead. Am I dead? Are you dead? That's a good question. I wish I could tell you. Maybe Crow or Ivan would know more. Ivan is here. They really are related. How have I never heard of Ivan when I knew Luca and Rosemi? Look, come talk to the others. I'm sure we can work this out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take your seats. The show is ready to begin. I'm sorry, I have to go. Wait, take this. Rosemi looked at Noah's outstretched hand. It was one of the charms Crow had given to him. She took it timidly, and timid was not a way Noah would have described Rosemi in the past. Whatever she had gone through in the last 6 years had certainly changed her. It looks like you have met my wonderful sister, or should I say assistant? With a snap of his fingers, Rosemi turned and marched off the stage. The audience is looking a little thin. Oh well, that's no matter. Since all 4 of you have decided to grace my stage, well, why don't I switch up the story a little and we can all relive some fun memories? Or you could just or you could, just stop being insane and let us go. Where's the fun in that? Come on, there's nothing more fun than sharing secrets, and I know a lot of secrets. Secrets about Cain, secrets about Noah, secrets about Ivan, so many secrets waiting to be shared. Oh, don't give me that look, of course you all have them. Secrets make the world go around. Just how much can you trust the person standing next to you? Just tell us what you want already. You. The one that wears that face. Me? I don't know any secrets about you, that's no fun. But I have a way to fix that. With another click of his fingers, Rosemi reappeared from beyond the stage curtain and walked directly to Crow. She carefully raised her finger to his forehead and tapped it just once. Crow's face screwed up in pain as his legs gave out from under him. He clutched at his head but didn't let out a single cry. Crow! It's okay. Sorry. What did you do? Oh, oh my, what juicy secrets. There are so many to choose from. How will I pick? Oh, how about this one? A sad story. Boo-hoo, I can already feel the tears forming. He dabbed at his face with his sleeves, wiping away fake tears. And from the top. The room went black as every light cut out at once. Noah's mind felt hazy, weighed down by a lead. His consciousness came and went in bursts as he struggled to hang on to his very being. Suddenly he felt very alone, more alone than he had ever felt in years. And all at once he was no longer himself. In a realm beyond time or space, beyond good and evil, beyond life and death, an unnamed being came into existence, completely and utterly alone. He floated in an endless sea of nothingness that felt as warm as sunlight on his skin, though he had little to compare it to. He had no destiny, no purpose. The only truth in his world was his solitude. Yet he didn't feel lonely. He wasn't afraid, for fear did not exist here either. He held neither joy nor sadness, because they were meaningless concepts to him. What was joy without sadness, sadness without joy? The only truth was in waiting. Waiting for something to happen, waiting for a certain someone to appear, waiting for his purpose to be made clear. As he floated, he contemplated many things, his existence, the world around him, the emptiness. He constructed elaborate worlds and scenarios in his mind that would wash away like a sand castle hit by the incoming tide. And every now and then, he would be hit with a wave of something else, nostalgia, as the scenarios played out behind his closed eyes, memories of places he had never seen before, memories of being he had never laid eyes on. He watched as the colors and shapes of his dreams changed, but nothing else did. Something he felt like he was trapped in a perpetual cycle, doomed to repeat the same patterns over and over again. And yet he was calm. If that was to be his existence, that was fine. He would be fine, because he was always fine. because for one such like him, fleeting things like feelings and emotions were far beyond him. He was content to simply exist, to observe and to wait. And so he waited in peace, floating in an endless sea of dreams waiting on his eternity. Oh boy, what a sad, sad existence. I wonder what will happen next. I wouldn't dare to keep my lovely audience waiting, so shall we? No. No more. Please. Crow. With the discovery of his purpose came the revelation of his name, the first thing he had ever chosen for himself. Crow. August. Crow. August. A symbol of his solitary existence, a symbol of his desire to protect that which mattered to him. He watched over them with utmost care from the shadows, but the further he interacted with humanity, the more the pit of dread deep within his stomach began to grow into a sprout, then into a tree. He experienced that which he never could have imagined, loneliness. He was always alone, he had always been alone, but now he felt the weight of his solitude firmly in his heart. It was a gnawing, gnashing ache in his chest he couldn't shake off. And then there was more. Fear. Fear of losing himself, fear of the unknown, of the emptiness. Fear of losing the one he wanted to protect despite the fact that he was little more than a nobody to them, only a tiny part of their life, a fact he was keenly aware of. His memories, if that's what they could be called, the scenes he saw in his mind's eye when he drifted in the endless sea, began to plague him. Memories of a boy that looked just like him, memories he could never live up to. Those memories left him only with more emptiness. He tried and he tried to push those feelings away, but they persisted. And so he waited. But he just had too much time, far, far too much time. Time to think, time to contemplate, time to worry, time to stress. And the longer he waited, the more he realized that he was changing. Changing into what he didn't know, but he was changing. The vulnerability of being human, without the benefits that came with being one. The ability to love, to hate, to admire, to trust, to fear, to be in pain. He had no idea how to reconcile the crow he was before with the crow he was now. And so he decided he should just cast the feelings away. The only thing he needed to do was protect the one who mattered most to him. Even if in the moment where he sat waiting for a time he could truly be happy, he would imagine what it would be like to be someone else. Someone who could feel and experience the world around them in ways he never could. He would imagine what it was like to be August. Stop! Stop! No more! Poor, poor crow, grappling with an existence he didn't choose and a purpose that only causes him pain. It's not true! I am perfectly content. I am happy. I exist too! Sure, you can tell yourself that all of it was fake. You can tell yourself that all of that was fake if it makes you feel better. Don't listen to him, it's not true. I am fine. I have always been fine. I'm completely, totally fine. Crow still sat in a collapsed pile on the floor of the stage, where he had fallen when Rosami touched him. His eyes were wide and his hands were balled into fists. It was like he had come undone at the edges, one frayed thread away from unraveling into nothingness. What a lovely story, if only we had time for an encore. And thus does the curtain begin to close on this tale of a lost little crow, but not before. The final twist. Crow. The room was silent, too silent. The spotlights shone off the stage for the final time, illuminating a single body. Luca, lying in a puddle of his own blood, face down. Rosami looked on in horror as she rushed towards him, but it was already too late. The world began to shake around them. Well, that certainly was a final twist. Ivan, take Kane back. Ivan nodded before grabbing hold of Kane, despite his apparent dislike of the idea. He reached out towards Noah, who only turned back to Crow. Noah, don't be an idiot, we've got to go. I'll be right there, I promise. He has always been alone. Then I can't leave him alone now. He's not August, The door disappeared. Noah took hold of Crow's shoulders. Crow, You have got to go. Noah, please leave. You have to. I won't leave you here. Please come back with me. Please. Just go. Come with me. I can't. Then I'll stay right here with you. Crow shook his head, his eyes still on the ground. He wouldn't look up at Noah. You can't! No one can. I will. Go home, Noah, back to where you belong. Only if you promise to meet me there. What? If what he said isn't true, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., there's a diner at Lowfield Street. Please. No, I'm going to be alone again. Rosamie's lone voice carried through the room for what she said collapsed next to Luca's body. Rosamie, come with. But there was no time. There was never enough time. The dream fell apart around the group, but not before he saw Crow reach for Rosamie. Noah fell. Space and time seemed to stretch out around him as everything went black. In the endless void, Noah swore he could still hear Crow's voice echoing around him. His near-silent chuckle when he didn't want to answer a question. His voice that trembled as he begged Luca to stop, seeming so much smaller than ever before. His gentle and comforting voice that made Noah feel safe, no matter where he was. Nothing will happen to you while I'm around. That I promise you. And for some reason, Noah believed these words to be true. Noah fell to the cement with an audible thump. Fortunately, no one seemed to be around to see his sudden appearance. Ugh, my back. Where am I? Right, I was outside when Kane, Ivan, where are you? The other two were nowhere in sight. Picking up his wounded pride and slightly sore back, Noah rose to his feet and looked around, making sure that no one had seen him before he walked out under the streetlights. The night was cool and he drew in his jacket around himself. His footsteps echoed through the silent streets. The only other sound was the hum of far-off traffic, but even that was few and far between at this time of night. Noah had always enjoyed solitude, even before everything had become a mess. He enjoyed the times where he could close his bedroom door, put in his earphones and just draw. For some reason right now felt like those moments from his childhood. He felt like the only person in the world, and his hand twitched, begging to draw, to sketch, to paint. It didn't matter what the subject matter would be. He just knew he had to create. With that thought, his steps sped up, and soon enough he stood in front of the foyer to his apartment. Crow. Everything that Luca said, was it true? Why have you always been alone? And why does that make me feel so empty? Guess Luca's dead too. But Rosamie. Noah frowned, rubbing at his temples. Nothing makes sense. If she went missing 6 years ago, did she somehow get stuck there? I need to find her. Noah switched on the TV, but all that was playing at this time of the night was weird alternative music channels. And for some reason the music helped to calm him though. He stared towards his canvas. For once it was blank. It was waiting for him. His mind was filled with inspiration. He sat at his easel, his brush poised in his hand against the blinding white canvas. He thought he'd paint the dream. The stage, with a sea of onlookers throwing roses, a grand scene. But instead he painted something else. A man with blonde hair and green eyes, with flowers sprouting from around him. A warm smile that would put a summer's day to shame. The story of a lonely crow. It's you, Crow. Why did you look so sad after you recognized Luca? How would you recognize him if you were not August? Are you really alive out there? Why didn't you contact me? If he turns up tomorrow, then it's true. It's really him. But despite his words, Noah's mind kept drifting back to Crow's lonely, sad smile, the far-off look in his eyes as Luca goaded him. I think I need to sleep. Overcome with tiredness, Noah picked up a half-used water bottle left by Kane and watered his plant, before almost crawling back to his bedroom and collapsing with exhaustion for yet another restless night. Now that was a revelation. Damn. I am very curious about how this is about to turn out. I feel like that Rosamie might be a key fragment in that story. Because, like, she seems to have some kind of special power, and I think so far we haven't really met characters that will have any kind of special powers, so I am very curious about this one, and therefore also very hyped to keep playing next time.